Yo, Mr. Keller! And I was just about to generally say what the tournament is. If you live behind the woods, then you may not know that we have a $650 DM tournament coming up with a lot of prominence in there as well, the world's top players, and currently showing the 16 invited players. And welcome, Mr. Keller.
Hey, yo.
Oh, you're coming out of the wrong speaker. Second.
Yeah, I heard myself.
Yeah. Now you're on the headphones.
Nice.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I was asked today if you can still sign up for the tournament, by the way. So some people apparently haven't noticed that there is the $650 DM tournament going on.
We tried to post it everywhere and tell everybody, right?
Yeah.
Who was it? Like prominent people?
No, the German guys.
Yeah, I thought you informed all the German guys in the world.
I
thought you were running through the streets of Hanover,
if you can't,
knocking at Wolf's door and telling him in his clinker bunker that he has to start playing AoE because there's a $650 DM tournament. Sorry, go on. I just made a lame joke about a president of Germany that nobody knows outside of Germany and nobody remembers inside of Germany.
I have no idea what I wanted to talk about. Let's just start with whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, I kind of asked you to say something towards the invited players for the tournament first
the
before we go to the matchups, because I'm currently showing them on stream.
Yeah, for some time we were worried that not a lot of super good DM players were going to sign up, but then in the last 2 days, like True, Rage, Daywalker, Brew, yeah, all of those guys signed up. So the elite of DM is in here. Like we have a lot of new guys. Should be a really exciting tournament, and also the Silver League, which is coming up. In what form we don't know yet, but it's coming. So that will also be exciting because so many new players signed up. I'm really hyped.
Absolutely, and I think we've got the most of, or almost all of the top DM world here in the tournament. I mean, we've got the first 4 finishers of Deathmatch World Cup with Andy, the champion, Ganji, the 2nd place, and 3rd and 4th place, Frost and True in there. And basically the rest of the top 16 are the top players that DM has to offer, besides the code, I guess. The one obvious name missing, but everybody else there.
Yeah, because of some people, Code I think is missing it because of private reasons. He really wanted to play. I talked to him. Yeah, and Solara obviously has a lot going on right now and can't play. So
yeah, I think that's the 2 top players. No. But even Kelar coming back and apparently being active in secret. Now it's not secret anymore because we're spilling the beans.
Yep.
And of course, some people might know Nilly. He is a pretty good player.
People. Ganji, obviously. Comeback of freaking Chris is.
Oh yeah, true. That's actually big news.
Really exciting for me because he was like the up-and-coming player in 2021. He had a really good performance in Deathmatch World Cup 4, where he beat True and barely lost against Code. Then after that, won Masters of Arabia 1 by coming, and now he's and then left basically all of DE, stopped playing Age of Empires except like some minor team game action with his brother, and now he's back. And that's
he played Nations Cup a bit, right? And I see he played a show match against you.
True.
In 2021. I think that was after the Master of Arabia win, right? Like, oh, he won against Frost.
Yeah. That was after after World Cup, I think.
I was actually before World Cup. I see here now that it was before World Cup. The second chapter was after World Cup, I think. And he won the first one.
Okay, so he was.
The second one was won by Brew, I think, right?
Yep.
That's the final bracket there, yeah, 4-2 against Daywalker. Let me return to the tournament. And yeah, obviously these players will only come into play in the main event. The main event will start Monday the 30th of October. So in exactly 1 week, all these 16 guys will start playing. I mean, obviously during the week. So 7 to 14 days, these guys will start playing against each other and against the players who will still qualify, which is another 16 of them. They will play in 4 groups of 8 people, GSL group stage where you don't meet the same opponent twice, and then progress to a single elimination bracket. And now we turn on to the qualifiers end, where I want to hear set predictions from Mr. Kelar for the qualifying matches. And yeah, the first one, which we have how the generally to the qualifier structure, we basically have one round that decides that it's best of 5. And then since we had a little bit more than the 48 people, we had 50 people, which is an amazing number of signups for like kind of DM being a bit dead before the tournament. So there will be 4 people who will play a round of 64 kind of technically, or a round of 50, however you want to name it, to get into the final qualifying round.
Yep. And the first match, like the first 2 matches, I have no idea who could win them, to be honest, because I don't know any of them. All, I think, really new to DM. I think one of those had like an old DM elo, but no one else.
Which one? I think these 4 had no elo. Elodie has a new one. He played 1 game with me on stream.
Ah, okay.
I played him on stream. And I think he's been training a bit.
Okay.
He's also like in chat on Mondays.
Okay.
So
all you guys will have like a good opening match, I think, where either of them can win, and then obviously really hard opponents in the second round. But I
think one is beatable.
Yeah, that Otter guy is super slow and doesn't know how to.
Yeah, it can only play land maps as well, right? If there's like water. And...
Yeah, standard DM, old school, only plays Hans Wars on Arabia.
Oh. There's actually one community where I'm known as a Hun player.
Oh. Okay.
Because I played a lot of Huns in one tournament. I think in what I don't remember. It was the Ireland themed tournament that Tech Turret made the maps for. And I thought all those maps are crying out for playing CA, so I played CA the whole tournament. And people thought I'm a CA player and I only play CA, but I actually only thought it's the best choice on that map, so I was playing a lot of CA during the tournament. But yeah, I mean, these matchups shouldn't be like Zeriap against I'm Superior or Ilandir. Probably not going to be close, but they should have a really nice match to start the qualifier ones. So
yep. And then they will also be able to play in the Silver League, so...
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay. We already said there will be a Silver League details to follow. We might even make a poll maybe for you guys to get involved, what you want to see there. And yeah, then to the kind of closer matchups, and the closest one already, if we go from top to bottom, seed 16 against seed 17, we have Wien Dinchester against Oxygen.
Yeah, both really good RMers. And yeah, I think that's about what I know about them. Wien Dinchester, yeah, both are like 2K1, not a lot of DM experience.
Was Oxygen from Pakistan?
I have no idea.
I'd have to look that up. I think Oxygen had a bit of DM, right? But a lower RM rating, but I don't know exactly. We looked it all up yesterday, I guess. Onki's unhappy with your amount of intel here.
I hope the intel, yeah, I can give you intel on some guys, but not on many, because there's so many new players, and that's amazing.
Yeah. Great turnaround argument, Killer. Well done. I know he's from... Okay, I have zero clue about them. They're from Argentina, and Okay, 2K1 highest rating, 1800. Has a DM rating of 1300 from this 3 days ago. He played a DM match 3 days ago. So he's training. And I don't think Wien is. Wien is a German armor, but not the one I know the best.
Also not the one I know the best, so.
Should still probably be a good match with chaotic starts and very strong late game, probably.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say 3-2 Oxygen.
Okay. I have to say 3-2 to win just because we seeded him 1 seed higher.
I don't care about seeds.
You weren't involved, right?
Yeah, only idiots made them. Shit seeding, like always.
I really did get like maybe you got them, but I got 0 complaints so far.
No, I just heard that they are interesting, and I still don't know what to make of that.
Yeah. Well, someone would have to elaborate. Someone who said that. But let's go to the next match. We have Hamza against Aerosleeve.
Hamza obviously a really known guy in the DM community. When he is active, he is playing like an insane amount of games. Yeah. And Aerosleeve, I already forgot why we seeded him there. Probably he's either good in RM or good in DM, or decent in DM. But I think Hamza, he's training a lot. He is excited to play DM again. So I'm gonna say it's a 3-0 for Hamza.
I couldn't agree more. I think Hamza is exceptionally preparing for this tournament. I mean, he even made water hotkeys. Come on. He has to go fast.
Yeah, DMers that make water hotkeys are rare. Old school DMers. The new schoolers obviously like water.
I like water. No. Zayu is kind of. We come to Zayu. No, we won't because he's in the main event. But he's kind of both, right? He's new and he's old at the same time, and he doesn't really like water, but he has hotkeys. That's a bit of a hybrid, I guess. Yeah. Slick Rick against Green Dude. 2 DMers we know well, actually, and a pure DMer matchup.
Yeah, Slick Rick. Like, I don't. Did he ever play a 1v1 tournament before?
I don't remember. Yeah, he played team game tournaments with Coming a lot, right?
Yeah, he's playing a lot of team games, but I don't know if he has any experience.
Maybe like World Cup Silver League or something? DM World Cup 4 Silver League?
I think I looked all of that up for seeding.
Yeah, I think isn't that where Green Dude beat Legend?
World Cup 4 groups? Or what?
World Cup 4 Silver League.
Silver? Okay, I have no idea about Silver League.
I thought you looked everything up.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, I didn't look up Silver Leagues. That's below me. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, now Legend won against Green Dude, but he won 3-2. Green Dude took 2 games out of Legend. That was a sensation at the time.
And I don't see Slick Rick.
So it's probably the first 1v1 tournament that Slick Rick ever plays.
But Slick Rick is a really good player. I think if we knew, like, if he would play a bit more 1v1s, like, we don't know how much he will prepare. If he prepares, he can surprise a lot of people and might actually have a shot at, like, going for the for the 3rd place in the group, or not the 3rd place, it's the 5th and 6th place in the group, or even for qualifying for the single elimination. But I don't know how much he will play. So right now, Green Dude, I don't know, is he playing still?
Yeah, I played with him. I played some ranked.
I think if Green Dude gets a good matchup, and that could be the case because maybe he's better at drafting, because I don't know if Slick Rick ever drafted anything. I'll say it's a 3-1 for Slick Rick.
I think that sounds reasonable. And Green Dude will somehow manage to win with the Italians because he loves them. I still think they're bad, but Green Dude will prove me wrong again and will because he will Slicker will pick Franks and he will play Dane's Franks. Then also two known guys, Spring against Patata Maxtex, two streamers.
Oh, that's a interesting matchup.
I mean, I would really love to be the games to be interesting. I think it's gonna be a 3-0. For Patata, obviously.
I actually don't think it's gonna be 3-0. Spring was decent at DM like 3 years ago, and he only played Hans Arabia. Like, he didn't play anything else. I still remember queuing against him and being so angry that he always picked Hans that I started force picking, I don't know, like Berbers or something, just to fuck with him. And I think if you only play Hans on land maps, you can easily be that can easily be exploited here. So I'm gonna say it's a okay. I hyped up a lot now, and now I'm saying 3-1 for Spring. So Patata will take a game.
Okay, fair. I think Spring played some other stuff. He qualified for the World Cup 4, so I really want to say 3-0 Patata, but if I want to be realistic, I have to go with the opposite. Then I think probably the match I'm looking forward to the most. Or the second most. Legend against Human.
Oh. That's... Yeah, Human known for not having hotkeys. And still being somehow good while not having hotkeys.
That's his forte.
I don't understand how that works in DM. Like, I have no clue how he can be as good as he is without hotkeys, especially in the start. And Legend will struggle a bit here because he only likes to play Halbers Osifs, and because of the random bans and then drafting, like, I don't know how much Halbers he is allowed to...
Yeah, but Legend also loves Halbers Osifs. Human does, I mean. Human, it's always in Valhalla term, it's always been picking either Britons or as Osifs.
I mean, Britons is the best DM Civ confirmed, so that's based.
Yemen will win Britons against Slavs, right?
That's a good matchup for Britons. In my opinion, I know you will be a hater and say Britons are bad, but that's just wrong.
I just don't like to play them, but they are okay, but I don't think it's a matchup that Britons win.
It's such a good matchup for Britons. What can... let's not talk about this. I'm gonna say 3-2 for Legend. He's back.
Say
he played a bit.
3-2 Yemen.
Ooh. Okay, who is seated wrong then? Is Legend too high? No. I think the seating is accurate, but obviously some people we are practically predicting who can surprise us.
Yeah.
So, and I think Human is a good call for surprising us.
Yeah, I think
so. Then we have Mununas against Decade. Mununa is obviously an amigo, playing a lot of BF and stuff, being also like 2k1 RM without playing any 1v1s ever. So that's pretty good. And playing quite a decent amount of DM. No real tournament showings this far.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see what he can bring here.
I think he's going to have a very strong run. I think Mununas has good chances of qualifying or even going top 16.
I'd be surprised, but not that surprised if that happens. Like, I can see it happen very, very well, but I can also see it not happening.
Yeah, but I think he's one that can play better than expected.
Decade, also a decent RMR. I think like 1800, 1900, 2K maybe even. I don't know.
1500, 1600.
Okay.
Highest is
What
almost 1700.
was Decade the Pakistani?
Oh, he's the Peruvian.
No, do you have the profile of Arrow's Liv right
Oh,
now?
I have the wrong one. Yeah, I think Decade is the Pakistani. Okay, never mind. Then I'm completely wrong. And Decade is probably higher and Pakistan. So a friend of Syria.
Yeah, he's. Oh no, he's also 1600.
He's also
1700.
1700, but he is indeed from Pakistan. And
But
he's been playing
might
DM team games a bit with
Yeah.
and Syria.
So he will have a okay shot, but Mununes, like Zariab is really good in the first 10 minutes. One of the best, like full push, like a lot of gold eco and just kill your opponent fast. And if he managed to train that into Decade, then I think Mununes would struggle against it. So I'll say 3-1 Mununes still. I think Mununes is just too strong.
We'll definitely stay here as a VOD Alkhalim. I'm not sure if I upload this analysis to YouTube. Probably one for the main event rather. I think 3-0 Mununes.
Yeah, also a reasonable call, but I have trust in Master Zariab.
Okay, yeah. That's a good reason. Yeah, I think maybe one push win with Hans or something. But Mununes is surprisingly good at defending these all-in pushes. Like for an armor, he's pretty good at it.
Maybe against yours.
Yep. Heavy Gun's fine, but I don't think Decade will do a better one. Even if they trains him for a week or a few days.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, next one is funny. That's a
The
that's probably
saddest matchup ever.
The one I look forward to the most.
Yes, also the
that
one
will be really interesting. And also the winner gets to play me in the opening match, I think.
Oh boy, easy opponent for the main event then.
So yeah, they can easily win that one. Obviously, Funny Liquid, my arch nemesis, after defeating me in the shooting star show match back in 2020.
Oh,
wow, that's
an amazing
long. I'm fucking old. Fuck.
Yeah, you are old, exactly.
It's 3 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, so
anyway.
that's Funny Liquid's like main DM credential, right? We're coming really far into the finals, I think, or semifinals of Rising Star, meeting Dark there with Smurfing, and then winning the kind of Resolvement tournament for that situation, DM Shooting Star. I think 4-3 against a certain Kelar guy on a Folex Byzantine War as the final game.
Oh, no. With like 5 cannon galleons in every pawn.
Yep. And TomSnuffles kind of making his debut in World Cup 5, where he almost made it out of the group stage. Very surprising to everybody because he had just started playing DM. Had no real trainer, beat Green Dude, and almost won against Survivalist there, and a close game against Ganji.
Yep. I'm gonna say, because I don't think Funny Liquid will train at all, and I think at least TomSnuffles will do like a few games, I'm going to say 3-1 for TomSnuffles.
Wow. 3-1 for TomSnuffles.
Yeah.
I think it will be 3-2. But I think TomSnuffles has a chance. But since you predicted TomSnuffles, I have to predict 3-2 Funny.
Then obviously Guras Toby Bufas will 3-0 the Otter One because he's a pleb. Next one.
I mean, I don't even know who that is. Why he has C2?
Yeah. Must be a typo. C20 maybe, but yeah.
Yeah, the admins just didn't know the name, and then the second T is wrong. Right?
Yeah.
Some guy there, second C, it's the other one. Mr. Ossoff against Saladesk. The best AoE player from Denmark against Combi prominent or one of the most prominent Combi clan members.
That's gonna be an interesting one. Both like I think Saladesk 2k1 peak, Mr. Ossoff 2k2 peak in RM. No real DM experience from either. So that's basically a coin.
Yeah, but I think both have no DM rating on DE.
Yeah. If
so
either of
no
them
clue.
does like
whoever trains the start a bit.
Yeah. If one does like 2 hours of just training his start, he wins. If the other one doesn't. So
they probably both won't, so nobody will die at the start.
I think one of them will. So I'm going to say that's gonna be Saladesk. So Saladesk will win 3-0.
I agree with you, but I'd say Mr. Ossoff will win 3-0. Because I talked to WhoCL, or how's he here in the brackets? He's known as WhoCL, his stream DreamCL, his stream is WhoCL, and WhoCL said he had 1800 DM on Woobly. And they're in the same clan, so I think they might play a few DM games together, and that means the chance of Mr. Ossoff training is a bit high.
Yeah. Invited player in the chat, AR12, saying training the start is overrated.
That's why it's gonna get smashed in his opening match.
This Ghoul of Frost 9 is too strong. We have to fight it.
Yeah. Just that AR likes to micro bombard cannons and the hand did not see damage.
Yeah. And he likes to not rush at all, never look at his scout. Like Frost. And still somehow be really good with it. That's annoying to me.
Yeah, we have signed up players to my tournament here in the chat promoting not training the start and not using hotkeys in DM.
Yeah. Seems to be so don't use hotkeys and don't rush when you're playing against me.
Everybody besides me, please do that in the tournament.
Yeah. Okay, then we have Boomstick against King Arthur. Boomstick, obviously, really well-known guy in the DM community. Back when there was a ladder, he always tried to play Golden Pit with like Japanese Britons. And just build 100 towers and then be happy. So he also is good at other stuff, but that's what he's mainly known for. King Arthur also plays like a decent amount of DM team games, but I think more of the not Nomad, Oasis 5-hour games. So,
probably Michi these days.
Yeah. So both really annoying playstyle. Probably.
I want to see them both fight on a water map. We would see a lot of transport ships, fishing ships, and trade cocks being made if they both get a water map.
If you don't have water hotkeys, actually, you probably won't. Like, maybe if he improvises some water hotkeys, maybe.
I mean, yeah, Yeoman would beat them on water without hotkeys, so you would say you don't need water hotkeys.
I'm gonna say 3-0 Boomstick.
Maybe 3-1 if they get a Michi generation.
If they get a Michi generation, yeah.
I'd say 3-1. I think they get one very narrowly closed one, and then King
But
Arthur.
That's also something.
Yeah, but also that's also Boomstick's forte, right?
Yeah.
And I said King Arthur will make a lot of towers there, like in Michi, and then I remembered, oh no, wait, that's Boomstick's game. No, I think King Arthur's probably the worst matchup he could get in Boomstick there, yeah.
Yeah. So
Stanisic. That is Nestic.
Onkyox. Onkyox, obviously a new guy, really bad at RM. Also really bad at
always
DM.
deletes his TC.
Yeah. But TC deleting in DM is a common known practice.
Yeah,
delete all your castles, delete all your TCs. That's something you do in DM. So probably like
Natural
a really good
DMO.
natural DMer. So I'm gonna say 3-1 for Onkyox.
I agree.
Okay.
I think Oxy is really strong.
I think Onky can, on a serious note, I think Onky can be really good. And if he keeps on training, he probably has a good chance of winning. Because Stanisic probably won't train at all. I don't know him, but he isn't that active in DM. And yeah.
I think he was playing a bit of DM when the ladder was there and probably having it open sometimes. He's a very good RMer. He's known as Nestic before, by the way. You might know that name. But yeah, Onky, if he keeps trying DM, I think he has a chance. I'd say 3-2 Onky.
Yep. Then we get to
your other arch nemesis.
Yeah, I have so many arch nemesis. Arch nemesi, I guess. Yeah.
Probably yeah.
Go
to thing with Greek. I know Latin, but I don't know Greek.
Leaf is obviously a really strong player, a really strong starter, so he will be really tough to beat for new guys. So that's gonna be a 3-0.
It's probably gonna be the quickest match in our qualifiers.
Yeah, Leaf and Zarya probably both really strong in the first 10 minutes, like low eco games, just killing your opponent with one big push, microing 180 military. Yeah. So that's gonna be really hard to play for everyone who isn't used to DM. Tablet against Dark Killermon. You know.
Oh, that's actually another match I'm really looking forward to. That's the third one I really want to see.
I would say that Killermon should, like, that Killermon is a good DMer. And Everett, yeah, he plays a lot of Empire Wars. Like, he has the speed for the start for sure. But I don't know if he will train it. So
yeah. I made like 2 games with him, but
I'm gonna say 3-1 Dark Killermon.
I don't know. I think Everett will be less nervous. He has good tournament mindset. And yeah, also won, for example, the reverse pick, a return of reverse pick, second division there against quite some good players, higher rated players than him at the time. I think Dark Killermon should be better prepared. But yeah, I think Empire Wars still could translate a bit. Yeah,
better than RM for sure.
And in Empire Wars, I mean, he's beaten nearly multiple times in Empire Wars, for example. He can have decent matches against people like Classic Pro and Empire Wars. I don't think he's beat Classic Pro, but I saw some decent matches of him against them.
So what are you saying?
Sorry?
What are you predicting? I'm saying 3-1 Dark Killermon.
Can you hear me
so
still?
I guess you'll say the opposite.
Sorry, you cut out for me for a second there. Hey, Nunes. We already passed you, but we gave you a really good prediction.
For Dark Killermon, is what I said.
I've got to say 3-2 to Everett.
Okay. I can see that. But I believe in the DMers.
Yeah, I also could also want to believe.
Banger set.
Gemret versus Kerbal. Traitor.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm also friends with Everett, man. It's another matchup where no one like both people.
Yeah, Camrat obviously was the new shining star around World Cup 4 where he nearly qualified.
Yeah.
Then kind of stopped playing. I think he's playing a lot now. Or not a lot, but at least like some games.
Oh, he's playing a lot. I think he's playing a lot.
So he probably will be well prepared. Kerbal obviously a really good team game player in RM, a really good like RM as like 1800 rated, way better as team game flank. in the best team that there is.
Germany, ha.
So I can't. I'm going to say 3-2 for Kerbal. Let's go.
You can't, yeah, you can't. No, you really want Kirby to win, I guess, but it's gonna be 3-0 to Kirby. I don't think in non-DM can kill Camred quick enough that even if he gets behind somehow in a game, he can't turtle it out and win. Also, I think Camred has a pretty decent matchup against RMers because he's also very good at later stages. So,
yeah,
Camred kind of for style-wise, not the all-in pusher, usually rather defensive, taking advantages, setting up very safe economy, and loving to take the game late and long. So I think for someone who's better in DM than he is in RM, these are good matchups against RMs.
Yeah, if Kamra keeps it up now, he will be the former Rising Star, and he's still young enough to be the new Rising Star as well. So
yeah, he's still the youngest of our generation, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it obviously didn't change since then. He was the youngest participant in the Rising Star. And, it kind of doesn't change. He's 17 right now, yeah.
What the fuck?
It was 14 during Rising Star, man.
That's insane.
Now Kelar really feels old. But Kelar always feels old when somebody mentions how old Kelar is.
Okay, so now you're not a child anymore, so now you're gonna win the next World Cup. Okay, that's confirmed. Okay, Dream CL against Whack. Whack, he is supposed to be a DMer, but maybe like an American time DMer because I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, same. But I'm also not American time.
So, but Dream CL is a really good armor, is maybe preparing a bit. So I'm gonna say 3-0 Dream CL.
Yeah, probably. I mean, as I already said, right, Dream CL, also known as Fu CL, also a person that won a free-for-all tournament before. Remember that? I was in between two Burgundians in the finals. It was the most frustrating free-for-all final I played. Fu CL won that. Was he one of the Burgundians? I think he was one of the Burgundians. Not the one that was constantly attacking me, but the other one that was winning and I couldn't do anything. The other one was constantly attacking me. And he's played DM on Woobly, so he has at least some DM experience. And obviously 2K5, I think, RM really, really good.
Yeah. He maybe is the next Ganji.
The next Ganji. I thought AR12 was the next Ganji.
No, AR12, like AR12 is playing DM for longer than Ganji is, so.
Okay. We just. Yeah. Was that spring Graph rank tournament for the graphics card, I think? The one-day free-for-all event there? Or was kind of a 3 Ring of Fire test format into an 8-player free-for-all final where you could also qualify via a 1v1 RM bracket. But the finals was a free-for-all game.
I'm gonna let you get to the Otter Monday now.
Yeah, I think we're through, right?